What we're now doing in the future, and we're looking forward, is how we can actually look at more long-term, sustainable and capacity building projects. And I think perhaps it's worth mentioning 3. Primary trauma care. This is really training doctors and nurses in the initial phase who can then go on to train other people at community level, so the train the trainer type concept. And this is training people in how to respond to those injuries that are caused in those type of emergencies we saw in January 2009. People can't get to hospitals. It's very important to be able to respond, to be able to treat them in those first 24 hours if they can't get to hospital straight away. Otherwise, it's critical. So that's one program we're involved in. We're sending doctors and nurses in from the Primary Trauma Care Foundation. They're working with us on this particular project. Another project, and this is being partly funded by DFID, the Department for International Development, the UK department, and this is to do with emergency obstetrics. Again, during the war, we identified the problem that pregnant mothers were unable to actually get to the hospital. Some 3,000 babies were born during that 1 month of the invasion. A lot of those mothers were unable to get to the hospitals, and even though they got to the hospitals, they couldn't get inside them because the hospitals were full up with injured and wounded people. So this program is really training the community level people to be able to help those mothers in that type of situation again when they're cut off and be able to get to the hospitals. A third area, and this I think everyone will remember, is to do with burns. I think everyone can remember the kind of graphic scenes of the phosphorus bombs raining down on Gaza and then the horrendous injuries those caused. So we looked at this area, we assessed this area, and yes, it is an area that needs to be built up. They need capacity building in this particular area. Not just in Gaza, but in the West Bank as well. And those are 3 of the kind of key initiatives which we're doing at the moment, and those will be fairly long-term, those will be over the next 2 or 3 years.